in the hotel.
Mr. Hill.
No. Professor Hill.
Professor of what? At what university did they give a degree for annoying women on the streets like a Saturday night crowd at a public dance hall?
I wouldn't know anything about that. I'm a conservatory man myself. Gary, Indiana, gold medal class of Lot 5.
Even should that happen to be true, does that give me the right to follow around wherever I go? Another thing, Mr. Hill, I'm not as easily mesmerized or hoodwinked as some of the people in this town. And I think it only fair to warn you that I have a shelf full of reference books, in which may very well give me some interesting information about you.
Now, Miss Marion,
Hello, Greg.
Hi, Morris. Don't call me Greg.
Oh, how'd you make out with the music teacher?
Oh, scrumptious. 8 out of my hand the minute I tip my hat.
Oh, she did? Oh, you could have won a swap in the high school tonight. For a minute, I even thought you knew something about leading a band. Reminded me of that time you used to imitate the band concert guy in Joplin, remember?
Yeah. La, la, la. Kid stuff. I'm in rare forms these days, son. Just keep your eyes on me for the next 4 weeks.
4 weeks? You used to get the instruments in 10 days.
I still do. But it takes 4 weeks for the uniforms to arrive.
You haven't had uniforms.
Uniforms and instruction.
Uniforms and instruction, but Greg, you can't pass yourself off as a band leader, not for any 4 weeks.
Mars.
You don't even know one note from another.
I have this revolutionary new method called the think system, where you don't bother with notes.
Greg, at the end of 4 weeks, these parents would want to hear some music. You're going to have to leave the band.
By the end of 4 weeks, and by the time the uniforms arrive, they're going to forget all about the music. Well, at least long enough for me to collect and leave. This is a refined operation, son. I've got everything timed right down to the last wave of the brakeman tent and the last train out of town. Now, if you'll excuse me, Mr. Washburn.
Ooh, you going to line yourself up a little canoodling?
Well,
I can set you up with that little sister. Lovely girl. Teaches Sunday school.
no wide-eyed, eager, wholesome, innocent Sunday school teacher for me. That kind of gal spins webs no spider ever. Now listen, boy. The only girl who will trade on all that purity merely wants to trade my independence for her security. The only affirmative she will file refers to marching down the aisle. No golden chorus gleaming pristine goss. No, sir, for no Diana to widely fawn. I can tell you that right now. I snarl, I hiss. How can ignorance be compared to bliss? I spart, I fizz. For the lady who knows what time it is, I cheer and I rave. For the virtue I'm too late to save. The sadder with wise girl for me. No, sir, that kind of child ties knots no sailor ever knew. I prefer to take a chance on a more adult romance. No dewy young miss who keeps resisting all the time she keeps insisting. No wide-eyed, wholesome, innocent female. No, sir, why she's a fisherman, I'm the fish you see. I flinch, I shine, when the last delicate air goes by. I smile, I grin, when the gal with the touch of sin walks in. I hope and I pray for Hester to win just one more ache. The sadder with wiser girls, the girl for me. The sadder with wiser girl for me.
Oh, Professor Hill, for all the dogs. Simply a dog, isn't he? Everyone's so excited about your band. I know Tom Myers, do you know?
Hello, this is Mrs. Squires and Mrs. Hicks, and of course we met Miss Eulalie, the technician. Our mayor's wife. Isn't it exciting, Eulalie?
Oh, I couldn't say. I could not say this time. My husband will wish to investigate, I'm sure. And naturally I'm reticent. Oh, yes, I'm reticent.
Of course, Mrs. Shin, I understand, but you see, my music plan consists of a committee on the dance, and Mrs. Shin, do that again. What you did with your foot just now.
I have a funny affair that bothers.
What grace, what rhythm, what expression of line and movement. You must accept the chairmanship for the ladies' auxiliary for the classic dance. Mustn't she, ladies?
Oh, yes.
Every move you make, Mrs. Shin, bespeaks tell signs. Say yes, Mrs. Shin.
Lady McKechnie Shin. Oh, I'm saying, well,
Then you accept?
well, of course. And I would like to say that.
Thank you. Now, about the young lady who plays the piano, Miss Marion Peru, I believe. After all, she is the librarian.
Professor, her money woman, the Egyptian committee. Of course, I shouldn't tell you this, but she has case dirty books.
Dirty books.
It's worse, of course, I shouldn't tell you this, but
She made brazen overtures to a man who never had another friend in this town until she came along. Old Miser Madison.
Miser Madison. Madison Gymnasium, Madison Picnic Park, Madison Hospital. That Miser Madison?
exactly. Who do you think he was, anyway?
Well, I should say, show off. Gave the town a library too, didn't he?
That's just it. He left the library building to the city.
But he left all the books to her. She was seen going and coming from his place.
Oh, yes, that woman made brazen overtures. She's golden glitter wide, so just your break. Just melt it down and you'll feel the greatest one of the steel here. Your woman's heart should be.
Of course, I have just this one at the Overton Hotel. Come with me. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. We're going to leave you now. Farewell, ladies. Farewell, ladies. Farewell, ladies. We're It's all right. I know everything and it doesn't make a difference.
What are you talking
You're
about?
probably very young. Anybody can make a mistake.
What?
No excuses, no apologies. I'll be in town for a short while and the sadder the wiser girl for me.
Will you please make your selection and leave?
But I have already.
Well, what do you want to take out?
The librarian.
Quiet, please.
It's orange. Not listening, Marion. Look. Brilliant. Marbles. 6 steelies, 8 agates, a dozen kiwis, and 1 big plastic with an American flag in the middle. I think I'll draw this.
No!
Madam Librarian. What can I do, my dear, to catch your ear? I love you madly, madly, Madam Librarian. Marion, heaven help us if the library gonna fire, and the volunteer hopes for gaming, and the whisper that needs to Marion. Madam Librarian. What can I do, my dear, to make it clear? carrying Madam Librarian. Now in the moonlight, a man could sing it. In the moonlight, and a fellow would know that his darling had heard every word of his song with the moonlight helping along. But when I tried in here to tell you, dear, I love you madly, madly, Madam Librarian, Marian, it's a long lost cause. I can never win with the civilized world accepts as unforgivable sin. Any talking out loud with any librarian such as Marian. Madam Librarian. marshmallow, Madeline bread.